What's going on, everybody? Sports Central's here. aka got Lightning, aka got Thunder in here. You're another day back with a video. We're back with another video. I guess it's another random talk video and all that type of stuff. I figured why not talk about this subject because if you guys know I'm old school, you guys know that I used to be a Call of Duty type of guy before I became an Apex person, a Fortnite person, a gameplay walkthrough person. I became an all Call of Duty type of content type of person, but then I slowly move away from Call of Duty to Fortnite to Apex to gameplay walkthrough, mainly because I feel like I wasn't having much fun as I used to be when it comes to playing Call of Duty, and I decided to not play Call of Duty from time to time anymore. I did made a comeback a little bit around Black Ops Cold War, but that was only for the gameplay walkthrough of the whole entire campaign. After that, I did not do. I did not do no any multiplayers in Cold War because there were so many issues that I had back in Cold War during 2020, and it was just so fucking off. I mean, golly, man, that was the last Call of Duty game I believe I ever played it. Ever since then, ever since Black Ops Cold War, I never touched the other Call of Duty since then. Never touched Vanguard, no Modern Warfare 2, and probably not. I'm not even Modern Warfare 3 because I already know if I want to touch that game because that game is very, very similar to Modern Warfare 2, except that they finally brought back the movements from 2019, from Modern Warfare 2019 to Vanguard and all that other type of shit. So, and then there was other features they brought back that was in previous Call of Duties that should never got taken away in the first place. But nonetheless, though, I want to talk about that in today's video and all that type of stuff. And before we get into the video, I want to make this very loud and clear. I'm not saying Call of Duty's dying. I'm not saying that I'm not saying Call of Duty's dead. I'm not saying Call of Duty's dying. I'm not saying that Call of Duty's not gonna get better from here because I truly believe Call of Duty could get better from here. But it's up to the company who makes Call of Duty. It includes Activision and the studios who makes Call of Duty every single year. They include Sledgehammer, Infinity War, even Treyarch. It's up to them to decide if they want to make Call of Duty great again, or or make it at least a step into the right direction. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna lie, over these past 4 years of Call of Duty, we have not gone to a step in the right direction. We gotten worse and worse and worse. In my honest opinion, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. From Marvel 2019, it was all right, but then kind of went bad. It wasn't too many maps that involved too many buildings and shit, too many campy shit. Like Marvel 2019 was not it. And then Cold War was not even ready. It wasn't even ready at launch. It was so buggy and all that type of shit. And Vanguard had the exact same issue. And then of course Modern Warfare 2 in 2022, there weren't no bugs at launch, but like it looks like they took some of the features that were from Marvel for 2019 and Vanguard and Cold War, and it's not putting into the and it's just taking away from the game. And then on top of that, when content creators and streamers and everybody else in the community were giving the feedback, Infinity War refused to listen. So we kind of getting up to that one. So yeah, once again, like I said, going forward to this video, I'm not gonna say Call of Duty's dead or not. I'm not gonna say it's dying or anything. I just want Call of Duty to be better, and I feel like what I'm saying, and what I'm saying and seeing, it looks like Call of Duty is probably gonna be in the same type of shit. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel bad for all the people and content creators and streamers, and most importantly, the community has spent like a same DLC $70 type of game. Like I feel bad for y'all, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, though, like I said, let's cut to the chase real quick. So, obviously, when Modern Warfare, 3, everybody, from the trailers to the first trailer, the second trailer, the multiplayer trailer, the zombie trailer, everybody was so hyped for this game to like come out. I mean, it's like a Call of Duty cycle. Every single Call of Duty in every single year, like Call of Duty community, COD community, of course, tend to get hyped over every single COD game, and that COD game is gonna be the best COD we ever had in a long time, or step in the right direction. Oh, this Call of Duty is gonna save COD, and then through 2 or 3 months in the game, it goes down, it go downhill just like that. And we've seen this from other games, like other AAA games, other games that are like massively huge, like Madden, like football Madden games, like everybody in the Mac community will hype up that game, and the next thing you know, it's the same old thing. And then of course 2K community, the 2K basketball community, because I used to play 2K a lot. Um, 2K have fallen off ever since NBA 2K20, because 2K19 was the last 2K that to me was fun as hell, and they fallen off ever since then. Nothing really was the same in 2K and 2K days. It's just basically, just not the same. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying there's Madden, and now we're going to Call of Duty, which hate to break it to y'all. I know some of y'all may disagree with me on this one, but it looks like Modern Warfare 3 is gonna be a sequel to Modern Warfare 2. It's gonna be the same old thing. Now I get it. I know some of y'all gonna say, well, we said that to OG Call of Duty, OG, Modern Warfare games. And if you guys did not know, the OG Modern Warfare 2 and OG Modern Warfare 3, they was technically the exact same thing. Like the OG Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, they were technically both the same thing. But except I gave Modern Warfare 3 a benefit of the doubt in the OG Modern Warfare 3, not this Modern Warfare 3 2023, the OG Modern Warfare 3. I gave it a benefit of doubt because they did make the movement better, and also the maps, some were really good, some were really bad. They try to make Modern Warfare 3, the OG Modern Warfare 3 looks different than the OG Modern Warfare 2, but it was mostly similar, but with different UIs and better movements and all that type of stuff. Now we're kind of getting the exact same thing as the current Call of Duties, like current Modern Warfare 2 and the current Modern Warfare 3. We're getting the exact same thing except with better movement. Now, however, this one is kind of different because um this is kind of different because these movements we got were in previous COD before. OG Modern Warfare 3 was moving seemed a bit faster and seemed a bit different than Modern Warfare 2 movements and all type of stuff. Now in Modern Warfare 3, what we're currently going to be like the currently in right now, the movements in that game is very very identical to Modern Warfare 2019 movements and the Vanguard movements. If you guys know about those two movements, if you play those two games, you will notice that the movement of the 2019 Modern Warfare movements and the Vanguard movement are tend to be faster. And Modern Warfare 3 has the exact same movement and is a bit faster than the Modern Warfare 2 movements. I mean, Modern Warfare 2 really did not have that. They have really have that much movement. I don't think they really didn't have that many movement at all. They really didn't. I think Modern Warfare 2 really did not have that many movements and all type of stuff. And unfortunately, now with the backlash they were getting, I mean, it's all because of Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward created Modern Warfare 2, if you guys not know, and they never listened to the feedbacks when they had their beta, the Modern Warfare 2 beta. They never listened to feedbacks. They never listened to people who want Dead Silence the perk. They want red dots in the meme map back. Map voting, all those type of stuff that Infinity Ward refused to listen to. They did not listen to those people during the Modern Warfare 2 beta and on that type of stuff, and they received a lot of backlash from it. And then right there and there, Modern Warfare 2 was like down, like dead in the water. It was really bad, you know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate because the content creators, the streamers, everybody else in the community were asking them for these features to be in Modern Warfare 2. And then all of a sudden, Infinity War was like, nah, we're gonna have our own features. You're gonna have to deal with it, otherwise, don't play the game. Go play the previous guy. Like it's awful. It's really sucked that the community had to deal with that, and I do feel bad for the Call of Duty community. I do feel bad for you guys. You had to deal with the Infinity War type of bullshit. I really feel bad because I feel like Marvel for 2 could have been saved if they actually listened to the people. If they actually listened to the people that everybody what they really wanted in the community, Modern Warfare 2 could have been saved, but they didn't listen. From the moment that the beta came out, because I played the beta of Modern Warfare 2, right? I played in beta of Modern Warfare 2. There were no Dead Silence. Dead Silence is a perk, and that was one of my main issues. And then my other main issues, well, I think is the main issue is of course the how should I say this? Is of course it's the red dots. The red dots, man. I feel like the red dots there, like with the red dots not being on the map, it literally kills the vibe of suppress, the guns and all type of stuff. And if y'all don't know about me, I love, putting suppressed guns in the guns because it now makes you have to, think about, what, do I want to get detected now? I don't want not want to be detected. Like with the suppressors, it won't allows you to get, you get detected on the mini map. You could just shoot silently, and because of the TTK of the game, like it works perfectly with the suppressor. Then all suddenly now it just kind of like now it's just like in Model for two now it's like kind of useless because now no matter if you shoot with the suppressor or not, you will be showing them in the mini map. So like it was just so stupid, man. Well, you won't be showing the mini map. Sorry, you won't be showing the mini map. Sorry, I say you will be showing the mini map. Sorry, like basically Model for two, they had no red dot mini maps of the map. So basically, with or without a suppressor, it doesn't matter which you're not gonna be showing the mini map. Which, like I said, it did ruin the whole point of having a suppressor in like equipment. It was the whole entire purpose of like getting a suppressor as equipment, which is it's awful and it sucks because suppressors is like one of my favorite like attachment in the game, and I like when I had to put suppressor in the gun because now I don't have to worry about getting shooting in the back in the mini map and all that type of shit. Now all of a sudden they decided to say, nah, screw it, you get suppressed and you're gonna be hurting the meme map over too. And that was so bad. And a lot of content creators and everybody else, even the COD community, were asking for red dots, map voting, goddamn dead sun as a perk, man. And there was many more that I didn't mention it, but like there was so many, man, and they did not listen. Infinity Ward did not listen. Activision didn't listen. Call of Duty didn't listen. So the community had to suffer through the life cycle of Modern Warfare 2 for the remainder of the year. And then here we go, Modern Warfare 3. Everybody's hyped about the game as always. They always get hyped about all like a Call of Duty that comes out. It's not a surprise at this point. Of course, they brought back the features that we all been asking for years now, for the past like couple of years now. Not just in Modern Warfare 2, but also for years. We've been asking for these type of things. Actually, take that back. We've been asking these type of things. So some of these items I'm going to mention, we've been asking those for years. Some we need that in Model for 2, but Infinity Ward did not want to put that there. But luckily, in Model for 3, they put those things in there. They put the items that everybody in the community wanted back in there, which is amazing. It's great and all. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's basically the let's see. Hold on a second. Let me see real quick. They brought back. Let's see. A lot of people wanted the war mode, which has come from the Sledgehammers. By the way, Sledgehammer is making Modern Warfare 3 this year, so keep that in mind. Sledgehammer brought in is going to bring in war mode from Call of Duty World War II, which is the Call of Duty that I actually was the first Call of Duty that I recorded on this channel, and it was amazing. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the war mode. It was really good. I enjoyed that one. And of course, they brought back map voting. They finally brought back red dots on the mini map. Um, they increased the health to like 150. 150 health now because the TTK, tend to be, you can die so quickly in this game. In Modern Warfare 2, now Modern Warfare 3, it's gonna like kind of slightly prevent that, but I still think that despite the 150 health, it didn't even matter. I feel like it won't matter because the TTK and Model for 2 and it was so quick, and I feel like because Model for 2 and Model for 3 is so identical to each other, it won't make a difference. It won't make a difference, unfortunately. So I don't know, man. They did brought back slide canceling and reload canceling. They should never took those out the game. Saying better mantling means a quicker mantling. Headshot multiplier, I guess that's important considering there's 150 health in Modern Warfare 3. Now gears are like a perk system now. So basically, a glove, a chest vessel, a helmet, a foot is basically like a boots. Basically, is basically going to be as a perk, and of course, along with that, ninja is going to be as a perk again. Awesome. Of course, they are going to bring in, the 16 multiplayer, two maps from 2009, which is Model Warfare 2. So basically, for the Model Warfare 2, 2009, 16 maps, they're all going to be in the Model Warfare 3, which I find it very, very weird and all that type of stuff. I mean, they brought all these features back that's their futures, all their futures. They brought all these features back that everybody in the community like really wanted for so long, and I'm glad they did that. I'm glad that Sledgehammer and decide to do all that, which is great and all. It's fantastic. I'm glad they actually decided to, they literally listened to the community with the feedback, and they finally brought in, all of these, weapons, no, not all these weapons, all of these items or, things that Modern Warfare 2 was missing, and they're gonna bring it in Modern Warfare 3, which is great, fantastic. I forgot to mention the ground war maps, but who cares about ground war? There's like 4 ground war maps starting in launch, but who cares about ground war maps? Who cares about ground war in general? I feel like, in my personal opinion, the OG ground war was so much better because there were so many people in the lobby with no tanks, no freaking turrets and type of shit. It didn't feel like a battlefield type of shit. I prefer the OG, ground war than the current one that you guys have, but nonetheless on that one. But nonetheless though, I mean everything I talk about literally, you guys we got what we wanted. I mean it's perfectly right there. I mean it's right there. We finally got what we wanted. It's great and all. It's fantastic. I'm glad that you guys, got what y'all wanted. You got the whole entire thing back from from you guys got your your items back, the whole things that you guys were missing in Modern Warfare 2. Now you're gonna get that in Modern Warfare 3. Great, it's awesome. Glad you got that back. But here's why I raised the red flag, and I know you guys are not gonna like this, but here's my issue with this. Number one, the OG 16, Modern Warfare 09 maps and all that type of stuff. Um, why are they bringing Modern Warfare 2 OG Modern Warfare 2 maps from 2009 into Modern Warfare 3? Would it make sense to add OG maps from Modern Warfare to Modern Warfare 3 from Modern Warfare 3 back in the day to bring in Modern Warfare 3 maps like right now? Would that make sense? You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like they could have brought all these OG maps from Modern Warfare. I feel like they could have brought these OG Modern Warfare 2 2009 maps into Modern Warfare 2, then playing them all for 3. I don't know why they're doing that. It's just kind of weird to me. Well, actually, I do know why they do that, but we'll get to that later. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? Screw it. Nostalgia baiting. Apparently, this is my opinion. I feel like when they brought this Modern Warfare, I feel like when they brought these 16 Modern Warfare 2 maps, Modern Warfare 2 maps, like the OG Modern Warfare 2 maps back in 2009, none of putting in the Modern Warfare 3. I feel like it to me it didn't make any sense because it's like I said before, I said again, you're gonna put OG Modern Warfare maps. You're gonna put like 16 OG Modern Warfare maps in Modern Warfare 3. Shouldn't the OG maps from Modern Warfare 3 be implemented in Modern Warfare 3 since it wasn't Modern Warfare 3? Like it should have. They should have put that in there instead of the Modern Warfare 2 maps. Instead of the Modern Warfare 2 OG maps into Modern Warfare 3, like the current one right now, like, it doesn't make any sense to me. But apparently, for what I see, it looks like to me they're like nostalgia baiting. Like they're basically baiting you to buy this $70, DLC game, which it is, in my opinion, is a $70 DLC. I don't care none of what these content creator streamers and none of these COD fanboys and girls have to say. It is a $70 game you guys are buying for. It's just that they brought back movements from 2019 and Vanguard. It's like nothing new, really. They're literally Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 is really identical to each other. Like it is what it is. They'll call it as it is, and you can disagree with me if you want to, but it is what it is. It's the harsh reality. You guys got to understand that. But nonetheless, though, they're bringing these OG maps in the game, which is great. I'm glad they're bringing back some of the iconic OG maps from Modern Warfare 2 into Modern Warfare 3. It's awesome. But why are they bringing in Modern Warfare 3? They could have just brought this in Modern Warfare 2. It makes sense. After all, Modern Warfare 2 OG maps. What makes so iconic about Modern Warfare 2 is the OG maps, but they didn't put it in Modern Warfare 2. They're gonna now put it in Modern Warfare 3, which is really awkward. It's really weird. I feel like, in my personal opinion, they should have put in the OG maps in Modern Warfare 3, in the previous Modern Warfare 3 into the Modern Warfare 3 right now. That would make sense. There were some really great maps in Modern Warfare 3 that was really great. The OG Modern Warfare 3 maps that were really so great back then. It would have been nice if they did that. But instead, they're doing with this whole entire nostalgia bait type of thing to make people want to go spend $70 immediately, and they buy putting these OG maps in Modern Warfare in Modern Warfare 3, the 16 OG or the OG 2009 Modern Warfare 2 maps on that type of stuff. It's like they're literally nostalgia baiting you guys to buy the $70 so that way you can have this little nostalgia feeling of the high rise, the rust, the Afghanistan map. You know what I'm saying? Those icon of Modern Warfare 2 maps. You know what I'm saying? They figure, you know what? If we're gonna get people to spend $70 in this game, why not, give them nostalgic, type of feeling into a map, into the OG maps. You know what I'm saying? The OG maps of Modern Warfare, of Modern Warfare 2, rather than to put the Modern Warfare 3 OG maps in the game. Like, that's what they were doing. So I figured that. And also, all the features that I have mentioned, these were features that literally came in previous COD before. Modern Warfare 2019 had slide canceling and all this other type of stuff. Except they did not have Ninja as a perk. Call of Duty, Black Ops Cold War, Vanguard, they had Ninja as a perk. In my opinion, Ninja should always be a perk in every single Call of Duty. No Call of Duty should not be taken out without a Ninja perk. Because Ninja perk is by far the most important perk in Call of Duty. I'm gonna say this right now. I think Ninja perk is by far the most important perk in Call of Duty because with the footsteps and everything, it helps out so many ways without getting caught or anything. Personally, they should never taken out the Ninja perk in the first place. If anyone should have just kept the Ninja perk. I don't see why they not put the Ninja perk in over 2, but luckily Sledgehammer is putting the Ninja perks in Ninja perks in there. So that's a good thing. But I just wish that they, every Call of Duty in the previous Call of Duties have had Ninja as a perk. I just wish they did this sooner rather than later. But nonetheless, though, it's a good thing they brought Ninja perks in though. But still, man, it was in previous COD before, and then of course slide canceling. How are we gonna forget about that? You know what I'm saying? Slide canceling was there. You know what I'm saying? Slide canceling was in Model for 2019. It was in Black Ops Cold War, Vanguard. It was in those previous Call of Duties. Like, so we already seen these slide canceling in and these type of movements that I mentioned already in previous COD and all that type of stuff. Um, we already see these before. Like, these aren't like a big like whoopsie daisy surprise or amazing. Um, Map voting, of course, they brought map voting back. I'm glad that they did that, but every Call of Duty should have map voting. In my personal opinion, I don't understand why do certain Call of Duties remove map voting? Like, map voting, one of the best things in Call of Duty, and yet they want to remove it from previous Call of Duties. I mean, the last Call of Duty we actually had like legit map voting, I believe, in my personal opinion, if I can remember. It was not Vanguard, it was not Cold War, it was not Modern Warfare 2019, it was Black Ops 4, I believe. Black Ops 4 was like the last Call of Duty, I think, that had map voting, if I'm corrected. I don't know if it did or did not, or was it Black Ops 3, or was it, I don't know. It was a long time ago. I don't know, man. There was a map voting in previous CODs before, and the fact that they're bringing it back and hyping it so shit, that was kind of ridiculous considering we had these before. It just, why remove it? It's like one of the best like features to have in Call of Duty. Why remove it? I don't get why would they remove things. It's like, you know what I'm saying, right? You know I'm going with this flow, right? They remove things from previous COD to make it look like it's all brand new, or it's all like, oh, and it's gonna bring people back into Call of Duty. Like it's like they're trying to bait things into like the previous like stuff that they had in the Call of Duties in like in previous Call of Duties, and then put it into the current one to make people feel like, yes, God's back. God's amazing. It's coming back, man. I told you, man. God's back, man. Like, y'all understand. But literally, we've seen these features before, map voting before, and like I said, slide canceling, we've seen these before, along with the movement, Ninja perk. I'm glad they brought back Ninja perk, but we've seen this in previous colleges before. Um, Class the mini maps, of course. In my opinion, I don't understand what Infinity War was going through with this shit. I really think it was a-okay to like not put red dots in the mini map. Like, it was so stupid for them to do that. I'm glad Sledgehammer is doing that, is bringing back, the red dots in the mini map. But let's be honest, we all knew this was gonna happen because of Infinity War's stupid mistakes. Like, and also we've seen this in previous COD where we had red dots in the mini map. No Call of Duty, in my opinion, should never have no red dots in them. Should never have no red dots in the mini map. Every Call of Duty should have red dots in the mini map. If you are using a gun that is not suppressed, you should be showing the map. That's pretty simple, but that's just my opinion, though, man. But yeah, these are features, like I said, that have been in previous COD before that I mentioned, it's no surprise to me, man, that people are falling for it. You know, some people are saying that, yeah, Call of Duty is it's back, it's better than ever. You know, say with all these features that we had in previous COD, which is it's kind of stupid to me, man. And people, of course, gonna spend $70 on this fucking game, which I'm not surprised about that one. So, but yeah, man. I mean, with the nostalgia bait, with the slogan, with the slogan of nostalgia bait, with the slogan with hold on, let me rephrase that. Which Sledgehammer, because Sledgehammer are doing this because they're making the Model for three. Their catchphrases or their slogans basically like this. There's two of them that I keep in mind. They're basically doing this, the nostalgic, bait. Basically, because they added the Modern for Modern for 2009 OG OG 16 OG maps into the game. They basically try to give you this nostalgia type of bait, that a way that basically people could go back and look all the good old days, but now it's gonna be implemented in Modern for 3, which, like I said, I find it weird, but that's just my opinion. Take it with a grain of salt. Nonetheless, that's on that. And then there's another slogan basically says like this: improve better than Model for 2. That's basically what they basically this whole game Model for 3 is to fix Infinity War mistakes and make it better. Basically, make Model for 3 better than Model for 2. And of course, nostalgia baked along with it. You know what I'm saying? That's basically their two slogans. That's basically what their slogan is to make Model for 3 better than Model for 2. And then, of course, the nostalgia bait with adding, 16, OG maps for Model for 2 OG days. You know what I'm saying? It's no surprising what they're doing. They're doing all this stuff to gain people's attention. To spend, $70, along with them, buying microtransaction shit and all this other type of bullshit. It's just so stupid. It's like I know straight up. I know straight up that this was gonna happen, and I knew that people gonna fall for it. Not only the OG maps, like type of nostalgia type of bait, not only the nostalgia type of bait, but also the the movements that we had from previous COD. Like people gonna fall for that shit. Like we had these moves before. We had these type of items before in previous COD before. Like they added features in to make it look like it's brand new. It's ooh and ah, like we already had these before. Like it doesn't make any sense. And then content creators and streamers and everybody COD community, not everybody, but some people in the COD community are gonna fall for this bullshit, and then it's gonna force everybody to fall for this shit too as well. It's just kind of stupid. And then it's getting to a point where people are gonna buy this shit for $70. You know what I'm saying? And it's unfortunate that people are going to be stuck in this cost cycle. I mean, everybody's stuck in the cost cycle at this point. At this point, so I mean, what can we do at this point? So yeah. Like, yeah, man. See, but my issue, I take it on this one. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people don't understand. It's like when people's like hyped up Call of Duty, they'll say this like, "Oh, this gonna fix Call of Duty. Call of Duty's back. This and that." They're gonna say, "Oh, with all these features, it's gonna be great." And like I said before, and I said again, we had these features before, so it shouldn't be a surprise they're gonna add them back. Considering Infinity War won't do that shit, so now adding it back, and now that they added it back, everybody's so hyped to buy this game. Everybody's so hyped to buy this game. Everybody's so hyped to pre-order it, do all this type of shit. And like I said, if you're excited for Call of Duty, go ahead and buy the game. Like I said, I ain't gonna stop you. You know what I'm saying? If you're excited for Call of Duty, go ahead and buy Call of Duty. I ain't gonna sit there and stop you. You know, that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it looks good. I'm sure the movement's better. I'm sure with them with them with the new war zone they have, I'm sure they'll be a lot better than the previous ones. Well, except for Verdance, but nonetheless though. I'm sure that whatever they're doing, whatever Sledge are doing, or they're doing something that maybe will improve, Call of Duty Model for 3. But adding these new features and all the other type of stuff, like not add these new features and all type of stuff. That's not to say add these features that we had in previous Call of Duty and claim it that it's a step in the right direction. It's an improvement to Call of Duty. It's like I find it kind of hilarious and kind of stupid considering they make a lot of money in this game, and also on top of all this, it's not that easy. Well, actually, it's so simple to do it. You know, all you have to do is just make a patch note into like into these movements and all type of stuff, and put them over too. Like they could have done this. Like honestly, with all these little features, like I said, I mentioned, they could have put this in Modern Warfare 2, and bam, if they put that in Modern Warfare 2. Bro, it would have kind of saved Modern Warfare 2 just like that. They could have. I feel like they could have had another year. We could have had another. Well, actually, yeah, you guys could have had another year in Modern Warfare 2. Like it wouldn't be a problem. Just add all of these movements back, like movement backs, along with adding, the brand new, BR map you guys are gonna be playing in, the Warzone, BR map you guys are gonna play in, along with, adding the whole 16, maps off Rift and Model for 2. That would be great, but instead they're gonna put those features that we have in the previous COD, along with the OG maps, and then put that Model for 3 and stick it with the $70 on it, which is kind of stupid, kind of shady in my personal opinion, but again, that's Call of Duty community for you, and that's Call of Duty in general. So yeah, man. Now with that being said, the question always remained is it gonna say Call of Duty? Like, is it really gonna say Call of Duty? Like like I really gotta think about this for a second. Like I really want y'all to think about this for a second. Like, is it really gonna say Call of Duty? Like let's just point that out right now. Is this game gonna really say Call of Duty and bring Call of Duty back at least? No, it's not going to say Call of Duty. It's not going to bring Call of Duty fans, OG fans back. Is it going to be an improvement from Modern Warfare 2? Absolutely, 100%. Like with the improvements that they're going to put, what Sledgehammer's going to put, they're going to make Modern Warfare 3 better than Modern Warfare 2. They're going to make a lot of improvements from that, which I have no issue with that. But here's the thing here. It's not going to bring COD back. It's not going to make COD great again. It's not going to be as great, you know what I'm saying? There's still a lot of issue in COD that still remains like a mystery and Sledgehammer. If you don't learn their track record, the last Call of Duty they made was Vanguard, and it was by far one of the worst Call of Duties of all time. So who knows? It's going to be good or bad. Like you might never know. So um, yeah, man, there's so many other issues. Like all these features that they're bringing in is great and all, but there's so many other issues in Call of Duty that they really do need to fix. Not just Sledgehammer, but Activision themselves and Call of Duty themselves. Like for example, hacking. Hacking has been an issue in Call of Duty for years. I feel like it's really started becoming an issue in Modern for 2019, all the way up to right now. Because the past CODs, like people could could get banned for it. It wasn't that much big of a deal. But when it came to these previous COD, these last 4 year CODs, hacking has been an issue, and a lot of content creators have been talking about this whole entire thing about when it comes to hacking and all this issue and all type of stuff. It's been an issue, and fortunately, I don't know if Infinity War or I don't know if Activision's aware of this, but hacking has been going on, and then try to implement this anti-cheat type of shit system that they really think is going to work, but really it doesn't because there's still more hackers, going in. Hell, hackers can still play Call of Duty even if they are getting banned. They can still play Call of Duty and all type of stuff, which is again is Activision issue, and they really do need to fix that shit, man. Hacking is still going to be an issue Model for 3 too as well, so I wouldn't be surprised. And then also on top of this has been the biggest issue with me and why I mainly stepped away from Call of Duty in the first place. Skill-based matchmaking, SBMM, what I'm saying, which stands for skill-based matchmaking. It has been an issue since Mo for 2019 because before then I had no issue with matchmaking. Like I had no issue with the skill-based matchmaking. Back in the day when back in the Call of Duty days, the great Call of Duty days, and now ever since Mo for 2019, the skill-based matchmaking got gone so terrible to the point where it's like how people gonna have fun, what I'm saying? How people going to enjoy Call of Duty as it is, what I'm saying? How people going to you know, basically enjoy COD, what I'm saying, in general, because no one spent 24 plus hours being sweat on by a guy that's a guy or a girl that's like has like 1,000 prestige system and shit. Like it's annoying. The last time I played Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, right? I played Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, right? I kid you not. When within the first couple of weeks of me playing the game, someone was already a master prestige and came to my lobby and just annihilate everyone. Like it was just ridiculous, man. It was so bad to a point where I just uninstalled the game and never came back and played Call of Duty ever again. It was so bad, man. The skill based matchmaking ever since Modern for 2019 has been going downhill, and it really has not been that great. And it's just been it's just not been that great, man. And I don't know if Model for 3 is gonna fix all that. I feel like that people gonna still just have to deal with the same old bullshit with Model for 2 and their matchmaking. It's gonna be a point where basically you're gonna be put in a good lobby, you dominate the lobby, then they're gonna put you right back into another lobby, and then they're gonna make your life miserable, and then they're gonna do it again and again and again and again, and then until you buy some skins, I guess you could be put back in a good lobby, because I'm hearing that too as well. Well, I'm hearing that if you start buying skins more in the game, they'll put you in easy lobbies. That's what I'm hearing about that. But however, if you don't buy much skins when it comes to playing Modern Warfare, I guess they can put you in hard lobbies. I don't know if that's true or not. I can't confirm it, but that's just what people are saying around the COD community and all that type of stuff. That to me is a really issue in skill based matchmaking. Now, I don't personally think they're gonna fix it. I think personally they're gonna leave it as it is, like they did with Modern Warfare 2. They're not gonna tweak it. They're not gonna remove it. I personally think they're just gonna keep it as it is. So don't be surprised if the matchmaking you're seeing right now at the beta in Modern Warfare 3 beta, if you think that it won't transfer over to the matchmaking in the actual real game when it comes out in Modern Warfare 3, and it is gonna be all fine and dining. It probably won't. It probably be terrible. So that's that. And then of course the microtransactions. Um, in Modern Warfare 3, there has been a lot of microtransactions where it's like pay to win type of shit. Like I kid you not. Like like there weren't that many multiplayer like type of like microtransaction where it's like pay to win type of shit, but there was like a microtransaction to where you go to DMC, you get you buy this pack or whatever this pack is out of Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare like out of a COD store type shit. You buy this this item, outfit, person, whatever. You buy this one, you get like a DMC type of pay to win type of shit. In their system, which is so fucking disgusting. Like, so they're gonna implement a pay to win type of shit in DMZ. Wow, that's crazy. And then in Modern Warfare, and then also they did the multiplayer. There was this dot site, I believe. I don't know what it's called, but there was this dot site that would make you see enemies so clearly. It's like a thermal dot site that make you see see enemies very very clearly, and you have to buy like a tracer pack to it. That's basically like pay to win to help you like get you more kills, see you more people clearly in the in game. Like it really basically like they did implement a pay to win type of shit in Modern Warfare 2, and it was just so fucking crazy, man. I wouldn't be surprised to do that in Modern Warfare 3 and then put more microtransaction shit in there. And like I said, microtransaction has been an issue in COD for years because they put so much effort into one thing and not the game itself, and that's been an issue in these last 4 year CODs. And I wouldn't be surprised if they go back to doing the same thing along with Sledgehammer and all that type of shit, man. But who knows? Also, the multiplayer experience. I'm gonna begin about that. The multiplayer experience, in my personal opinion, and I know some of you guys might disagree with me on this one, but I feel like Warzone, ever since Warzone came out, I feel like multiplayer has been dying, has not been that great, because Call of Duty, Activision, and whoever was the studios, whoever created Warzone, I think it's Raven Software, Software, and Activision and everybody else. They put so much effort into not only the microtransactions but also in the in Warzone, because of course it's free to play, and the majority of people who don't got Call of Duty tend to play that game a lot. They put so much effort into Warzone rather than the multiplayer, and it's killing the multiplayer experience. And Modern Warfare 2 is a prime example because ever since they started the season off in Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare multiplayer barely get any content or anything. I barely got nothing in the game. The only content they're giving multiplayers are basically the brand new weapons and all the other type of stuff, which is great and all. But not many people in the COD community don't want to grind to get camos and all that type of stuff. Um, some people just want to chill out and have fun and all that type of stuff. But apparently when it comes to this type of shit, apparently when it comes to putting more effort into one category of the game rather than the game that actually made so successful in the first place, which to me was multiplayer, not just the campaign, because we all know the campaign is great, But multiplayer was like literally back then was so much fun. Like it was like everyone's bread and butter to like go play multiplayer. Like it was so fun. And then um, all of a sudden, you know, it went downhill. You know what I'm saying? I think ever since Model for 2019, in my personal opinion, I feel like when they added Warzone, Warzone was popping off. It was doing great in numbers, generating money here and there, which is great. It was awesome for the COD community. However, it left it left multiplayer, in the shadow. In the shadow, like it made multiplayer like not as useful anymore. Meaning that they don't put much effort into like making content out of that anymore because Warzone would generate more money into players, buying the bundles of skins, all that type of stuff, and also, a lot of people prefer, the BR aspect and the multiplayer aspect. Which, in my opinion, I still prefer the multiplayer aspect than the Warzone aspect because multiplayer is what make COD. It's what make COD, great in the first place. In my personal opinion, but nonetheless, though, man, I mean, this is my personal opinion. I feel like with the multiplayer, going down the hill, it's been a really, really, really big issue in the COD community. It's been going on since Model for 2019, and ever since then, the multiplayer mode has been left in the shadow. I know some of you guys still have fun playing the multiplayer experience. Still, I know some of you guys are going to enjoy still, despite all that. But when it comes to Warzone getting out these big old updates and big old content and all that type of stuff, people are going to go play more Warzone than the actual multiplayer experience, which to me is an issue. But hey, though, I mean, they created Warzone. They can't remove it now, so there's no going back on it. But I just wish that they put more effort into making content to multiplayer because back then they did that. Nowadays they just don't care. They just rather put so much more microtransaction to the game and put so much effort into Warzone than to a mode that really made them really famous for. And it's not just zombie mode; it's multiplayer, which is what majority. Is to me, is what the majority of the COD community plays the most, in my personal opinion. Unless you're one of those people that prefer to play Warzone that didn't spend $70 over. I don't know, man, but that's just me. But nonetheless, though, man. Um, yeah, I mean, these are hold on, am I going here? Oh, yeah. There's another thing I want to talk about, and they just implemented this year. I think the voice chat, the AI voice chat. Apparently, the AI voice chat is going to be implemented in Model for 3. So basically, there's going to be a bot that's going to be monitoring the chat, and if you say some potty mouth that they don't even like, they're gonna probably ban you for that, or at least get you shadow banned and all that type of stuff. So that's the issue because in video games in general, people talk shit. Like in video games in general, people say words they don't meant to say, and they talk their shit. And it's unfortunately that that people have to deal with. They're gonna have to deal with this for the rest of the cost cycle, and now they can't say no potty mouth type of talk shit type of shit. Otherwise, they're gonna get shadow banned because the AI bot who literally listens to chat they thought it was a potty mouth word and you get banned or shadow banned. So that's that. You know what I'm saying? Those are the things that I mentioned, talked about. It's what really is really what's killing the whole like vibe when it comes to playing Call of Duty. Like, don't get me wrong, we got the movement. Yeah, you guys got the movement back and all the type of stuff that you got from Model for 2019 and Vanguard. You guys got the movement back, and then alongside that, you got the features back and all that other type of stuff that you got from previous COD, which is great. It's fantastic. I like it. It's amazing. But the problem here is, and it's still the problem here is that the skill based matchmaking is going to be is the main issues with killing is to me killing COD. Hacking is the main issues too as well. So, you know what I'm saying? Hacking is the main issue. I said skill based matchmaking. I said skill based matchmaking already. Hacking. Of course, the microtransactions. It's going to be in every car. I think every car is going to have microtransaction and all type of stuff. So it's not surprising. But also the multiplayer issues, man. I feel like it's really gonna kill. It's really going to me. It's really gonna like fuck up COD a lot, and it sucks. It sucks that people had to deal with this type of multiplayer issues and they don't know content or whatever. Because I remember back then we always used to have a lot of content, in multiplayer, but nowadays because of Warzone. You're just gonna have to hope and pray that you guys get some. Otherwise, you guys, the only way you get like full content and full enjoyment into the game is gonna play Warzone. But there's literally half of the Call of Duty community that plays Warzone on that type of stuff. So it's just crazy and all type of stuff. And yeah, man, like I said, don't get me wrong. I'm glad all these stuff are back into the game. The movements, the whole ninja perks is back. I'm glad that they brought back the red dots, the slide canceling, the whole entire thing I just mentioned. I'm glad they brought those back. But my issue here is that it's not going to solve the main problem that I mentioned earlier before. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to solve the main issue that's been going on COD for years. And they have the money and tools and power to do so. Like Activision and everybody else, you know what I'm saying? Sledgehammers. Like all these studios have the power to literally do something, make these major fixes when it comes to all these things that I mentioned. Like it's okay to bring back the items we had in previous COD. I'm nowhere near against it. I'm glad they did that. But we already seen these items before. We already seen it in previous CODs. Why not, bring something that's new in, you know what I'm saying? With more effort. And also on top of all this, you still got to deal with the other issues that I mentioned that's literally like really like fucking up COD like a lot. So I don't know, man. That's just my opinion. I'm sorry if this is like 40 plus minutes of the whole entire video of me talking about this. I feel like it's more like a podcast, me talking about this whole entire shit. But I was giving my thoughts and opinions on this whole entire Modern Warfare 3 type of shit because everybody was so hyped about Modern Warfare 3 is gonna be saving the day. It's gonna really save COD, it's gonna bring COD back. When in reality, it's just another DLC, $70 price, game that's basically a sequel to Modern Warfare 2 with little or no changes. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I ain't got nothing else to say, man. Thank y'all watching. Leave a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below how y'all feeling about Modern Warfare 3 so far. Like I said, this to me is another money cash grab for Activision, of course, and Sledgehammer. I mean, this is basically little to no effort Call of Duty game. They only need to add the movement to make a difference into Modern Warfare 3, along with bringing back all the old features that we had in the game that we had in previous COD. So basically, you guys are paying a $70 DLC type of game that like takes little to no effort. So that's just my opinion, but take it with a grain of salt though. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, and as always, take care. I'm out. Peace.
To the ones that told me to quit, look at me now. I could be the greatest of all time. I know that I can do it, you just gotta let me try.